Hey y'all, it's your girl Blue. Hi America. Hey Blue Beauties. What's going on, ladies? Okay, so I want to circle back to our discussion question last week where I asked everybody to come and complain about it. Tell me what you do not like about makeup. And you guys are hilarious. You know, some of y'all just said hello and didn't answer the question, but that's okay. So we have some answers on Instagram, Facebook, and School, SKOOL. So let's talk about some of these responses to what you do not like about makeup. One person said, don't know how to effectively apply it. Okay, you know what? That's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of times, you know, it takes time to learn how to effectively apply it. And that's when you need to take classes with makeup artists and do things like that so that you'll learn that, so that you can learn. You know, you can always go to the makeup counter and watch people work like that, or, you know, even, you know, YouTube videos, whatever. And that's how you really learn. You know, you can't just, you know, sit around and just wish, you know what I mean? You gotta be about it. You know what I'm saying? So one girl said that the eyeliner seems to run. Now, that kind of depends because some eyeliners do run, but it kind of all depends on what the eyeliner is built to do. You know what I mean? You have to actually figure out if the eyeliner is long wearing, because if the eyeliner is long wearing, then more than likely it will not run. Some eyeliners are built to smudge. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different looks. Not every look is a beauty makeup look. You know what I mean? Some looks are artistic. So you have to know what eyeliner you're actually are buying and what that particular brand, what was the purpose of them making that particular eyeliner. Because not every eyeliner moves. Trust me. Not BluArtistry Cosmetics. Check it out. Hey, yeah. Okay, y'all, so there was a makeup artist on Facebook that had me rolling, and I so have a story for this one. She said one thing about makeup that she doesn't like is facial hair. She said it messes up the way the makeup lies. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that's true. It does affect the way makeup lays. Women, sometimes we have facial hair. It just kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've had people thinking that I could take makeup and I could make their facial hair go away. And that's just simply not the case. I can't, it's texture. You know what I'm saying? You have women that think that I can just pack it on and cover facial hair. Like makeup just doesn't do that. So I'll never forget years ago when I was being mentored by a guy, Kendrick Black. What's up, Kendrick? This is when I first started makeup in Charlotte. And I had a wedding. She was the first bride I ever had that had facial hair. I was very nervous to ask her, would you like me to take off the mustache? So I talked to Kendrick, and Kendrick's like, girl, you just got to tell her. And I'm like, how do I do that? But on the day of, like, I prepared myself. I was looking in the mirror, talking to myself like, okay, this is how we going to say it, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, I showed up and it was shaved. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so the next person said, one thing they don't like about makeup is that they have to wash it off. And they were like, sometimes I want to just go to bed and just wake up the same way. You and me both. That's why you got people trying to tattoo it on. And I ain't mad at you. Because if I could get it tattooed on, okay. I just don't want to do that to my face because you get it tatted on like you stuck with that look. You know what I'm saying? But I have had clients that would sleep in it and they would not break out. Me, I sleep in it, I'm breaking out. As a makeup artist, I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. Okay, another girl said, figuring out what shade. Okay, so one thing that I'm going to teach on School, I'm going to teach people how to understand their undertone, because your undertone is very important. I find a lot of women, oh my God, my hands are so ashy. Okay, better. Especially Black women, they have foundation that is like way too red or way too orange, and they're so used to wearing it for like so many years and decades that they don't want to change. What I've learned to do is just let them wear it. So if I match their shade and they're used to their face being darker than their neck, and I actually match their face to their neck, they're going to think they're too light or they're ashy. I don't argue with people. Makeup is a preference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can recommend all day. But the question is, do you like it? Join me on School, y'all. We'll go deeper. But thank y'all so much for joining in the discussion. That was really fun. But for now, Stay tuned for the next question.